After Joshua's leadership, Israel was governed by a series of judges who helped guide the Israelites through times of conflict and unrest. These judges served as military leaders, as well as spiritual and judicial figures, in the absence of a centralized monarchy. The book of Judges in the Bible highlights several notable judges, each with distinct roles and contributions. 1. Othniel, Judges 3 verses 7 to 11. Othniel was the first judge of Israel after Joshua's death. He was the younger brother of Caleb and led Israel to victory over the king of Aram, who had oppressed Israel. His leadership brought peace to the land for 40 years. 2. Ehud, Judges 3 verses 12 to 30. Ehud was a left-handed judge who famously assassinated Eglon, the Moabite king, who had oppressed Israel. After his death, Ehud led the Israelites in a successful revolt against Moab, securing 40 years of peace. 3. Deborah, Judges 4 to 5. Deborah was both a prophetess and a judge, making her one of the most unique and powerful leaders in Israel's history. She led Israel during a time of oppression by the Canaanite king Gideon. Under her guidance, Israel defeated the Canaanite army led by Sisera, a victory that was celebrated in the Song of Deborah, one of the oldest texts in the Bible. 4. Gideon, Judges 6 to 8. Gideon is one of the most famous judges. Initially hesitant, he was called by God to deliver Israel from the Midianites, who had been raiding Israel's crops. Despite overwhelming odds, Gideon led a small force of 300 men to a miraculous victory over the Midianite army, after which he was offered kingship but declined. 5. Jephthah, Judges 10:6-12:7. Jephthah was a warrior leader who fought against the Ammonites. He is best known for his vow to sacrifice the first thing that came out of his house if he were victorious. Tragically, his daughter was the one to greet him, and he fulfilled his vow, a decision that has sparked much debate. 6. Samson, Judges 13-16. Samson is one of the most well-known judges, famous for his supernatural strength. His story is marked by personal flaws, particularly his relationship with Delilah, which ultimately led to his downfall. However, in his final act, Samson defeated the Philistines by pulling down the pillars of their temple, killing himself along with thousands of enemies. These judges were critical in leading the Israelites through a turbulent period, often acting as saviors who were raised up by God to deliver his people from oppression. The period of the judges ended when Israel transitioned into a monarchy under Saul, marking a shift in Israel's governance.